to be against you. Paul said, I saw things which I cannot even talk about. But there was given me a message of Satan to buffet me. Oh. Look at somebody and say, you need something to keep you humble. Have mercy. See, I need some folk to keep me humble. Now, that's a bad situation there. You know, I need somebody. When I think I'm doing Mr. It, I need somebody to come up and bust my bubble. Wait a minute. I wish y'all talk to me. I need somebody to say, grab him. Hey, you ain't that all bag of chips like you think you are. You're not as much as you think you are. But God says, I want you perfect. God says, I want you, what, everybody? Perfect. Perfect means to be complete. How many of us are complete? Nobody. Which means that God is still working. He got to be still working it out. I mean, because God says, I want you to be perfect. But now, watch this. Watch this. Even though I'm not perfect, he says, whatever storm that you're going through in your life, whatever situation that's going on in your life, he says, my grace is still sufficient. So whatever you're in, whatever problem you're in, God says, my grace is still sufficient. Do y'all understand that? Wait, don't fool me now. Do y'all understand that? My grace is sufficient. Which means that God's going to step right into the middle of your mess. Wait. God says, I'm going to step right into the middle of your mess. And in other words, I'm going to fill it up for you. Wait, y'all not catching it. I'm going to fill it up. Somebody in here should be able to testify that when you were in trouble, God filled it up. Oh, come on, talk to me. God filled it up for you. I mean, you had no situations. You had these problems. You had, stop with your head down. Hold your head up. Square up your shoulders. Finally, I ask, what is remember and how do I handle the impossibility? You're wondering about your budget. Wondering about how sick you are. But then you say, I thought I had it. You ever thought you had all your bills paid? Come on, y'all. You know, you ever thought you had all your bills paid and come to find out you still owe Johnny? You still owe, not that Johnny. Where's Johnny? Not that Johnny. But you still owe Johnny something, you know, and you still had to pay those. Anybody up in here? Oh, y'all don't have to. You said, I'll catch him next month. And the phone started ringing. Oh, wait a minute. You see, some of us, we are even afraid of dying. Paul says we were afraid of dying. What did Paul say? Paul said he was afraid of dying. Paul says he was so afraid of dying, he didn't know what to do. But Job said, naked came I into the world. Naked I shall return. And Satan gets us by telling us that we can't handle anything. He gets us. That's why we think we're about to check out. Paul says, but when they almost killed us, I had a new revelation. Now, wait a minute. Paul says when they almost killed us, I had a brand new revelation. I had been preaching this mortal must put on immortality and all this good stuff, but I discovered that God can take care of any situation in my life. Then he turns around, he says, even if they kill me, I begin to realize who's on my side. I don't just have anybody I don't just have anything. I have the theology of the fact that God is still on